Welcome, students. Mr. Buckle here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to complete the articles of the week. Okay, so first off, articles of the week. You're going to get them every week. They're due Friday at midnight. Make sure you get them turned in on time. Now, a lot of my students think these are busy work. They are not. They have two goals. Number one, it's a drop in the bucket as far as background knowledge goes. And number two, it's practice of reading informational text. So that's the purpose of them. You can't get better at reading without reading a lot. These are designed to do that. So a few things. Articles of the week, I'm always going to tell you a little bit about them in the Canvas thing. If you click on this, Google will have you force copy the article. And a few pro tips. Number one, be sure to rename this document, organize it in your drive, and then I'll show you this one right here about the photo. So first off, number one, it's going to call it copy of. I would go right up here immediately, get rid of copy of, delete that. And then in your drive, organize your drive, be a boss, make sure your documents in your Google Drive are easy to find. So you will go into, what are we going to do? My drive. I've got tons of different ones in here. Create a folder for English 11 for this class, Online English 11, and then create a folder in that folder called Articles of the Week, and then put all your articles of the week, and they'll be easy to find. So organize it. The next thing you're going to notice is this is on print view, which doesn't quite work. You get a lot of negative space here, especially right here when there are a lot of pictures. So typically in my instructions, I'll tell you whether or not you should be on which view you should be. Let me zoom in a little bit more for that. Yeah, okay. My face is a little too big. Boom. Okay, so you'll go into view right here. It's print layout. Um, Uncheck that, and then it reads more like a web page, and you get rid of all that negative space. So for this one, I highly recommend negative space. All right, article of the week. Here are the instructions. Annotate the article with a total of 5 to 7 annotations. Depending on the length of the article, that number changes. This is a short one, so only 5 annotations. Then write a 200-word reflection down at the bottom. I'll show you what you can do for that. Okay, so for your annotations, I have given you some things to pay attention to and some questions to ask yourself. These come from Kylene Beers and Bob Prost, who have done tons of research into teaching adolescents how to read better. So pay attention to contrast, contradictions, absolute extreme language. Whenever somebody is using extreme language in there, you should start to see some flags and be like, okay, what's going on here? Numbers, stats, quoted words. Pay close attention to the quoted words. The people are bringing in experts or for whatever reason, see who they're quoting and why. Unknown words. For your annotations, you can always define words for you. Ask yourself, what surprised me? What did the author think I already knew? This is an interesting one. I like this one right here. What challenge changed or confirmed what I already knew? All right, so this article of the week comes from Randall Monroe, who does the blog KXDC. I might be saying that wrong. I'm dyslexic. Get over it. Randall Monroe has got some phenomenal books out there. You should check them out. And someone asked the question, how fast can a human run? So Randall Monroe is going to answer that question, and he does it with a little bit of very simplified comics. So whenever something stands out to you, oh, look, there's a study right there. For your annotations, you're just going to highlight something. Annotations are simply just your thoughts. So anything that stands out to you, you press add your comment. We're like, interesting study. And maybe just be like, whatever it is, and then your thoughts on that study. Oh man. And then you have to press comment. If you don't press comment, it doesn't save it. Then you'll go to another one and you'll write, these are my thoughts. Don't write these are my thoughts, like really annotate it. But remember, press comment right here. You can write a question. I have a question. You can ask that question. Should I date a centaur? That question will make a lot more sense when you read it. Make sure you do the whole spell check thing because, oh, geez, you're finding out right now I am super dyslexic. I'm just going to comment and leave it there. Okay, so there it is. All right. So once you are done, you should have 5 to 7 annotations. When you get down to the bottom of it, now it's time to reflect. So I have multiple questions for you. Now that you've finished the article, write a 200-word reflection. 200 words, not that hard. While writing, consider the questions below. You do not have to answer every single question. These questions provide you with ideas to help you engage meaningfully with the text. If this article sends you on a rant, go ahead. Well, rant, I don't like the word rant. But if you have strong opinions about this, you can go ahead and do it. Make sure you're always referring to the text and not your crazy uncle's Facebook posts. So you've got questions right here. Why? So you can always answer these questions. Now answer them all right here. Don't answer them underneath these questions. Just do the whole reflection right here and type your thoughts down there. Um, so you've got tons of questions right here. The first few questions are more about comprehension. The ones are more engaging in a meaningful way. So that's what you're going to do. Now, when you submit this with Canvas, let me show you what it looks like on my end. So this is what a student submitted to me last year for an article of the week, and this student's annotations are all right here. So let me zoom in a little bit. You'll notice all of those comments that you make on Google Docs, they are saved right here in a PDF file for me. So this is what it looks like on my end, and I can see that you are reasonably engaging with the article. So these are those students' thoughts. And when we come down all the way to the end, this is a little bit of a longer one, we have the student's reflection right here. Notice the student didn't answer the questions right underneath every line, but they answered them all down here in one long reflection. Okay, students, that's how you do the articles of the week. Contact me if you have any questions or concerns. This is Mr. Bockold. Keep reading, keep learning.